Welcome to our Wild Card Weekend recap and Divisional Rounds Pick Show on this Tuesday, January 14th. Welcome to the 12th Horseshoe podcast, sponsored by Proven Italian Eatery of Moonachie, New Jersey. That's Jack Rizzo. I'm Elijah Weintraub. We have a great show for you tonight, and we cannot wait to get it underway. But first, Jack, how are we doing tonight?
Doing good, Eli. Tuesday night, middle of January, kind of middle of the winter. It's been a little warmer this week, though, surprisingly. But, Eli, it was your typical boring wildcard round. We had one really good game. The rest were all not very good. But we'll break it down, and hopefully the divisional round will be a little bit better.
Hence the reason why the name Super Wildcard Weekend is no longer a thing, because it wasn't exactly super, except for one game. We'll get to that game a little bit later. We kick things off with the Saturday slate of games, which was a little bit disappointing. The Texans shocked everyone and got a big victory over the Chargers, 32-12. Chargers fell asleep in Houston. What meant so much for LA? They got to focus on the Rams now, not the Chargers. The Chargers lose. Texans get a big victory. CJ Stroud proving he is him. And the Texans now have to go to Kansas City to play the 1 seed next week.
Well, Eli, this is definitely a surprising score. I was not expecting the Texans to win this game and do it by 20 points. Now, to be fair, their offense really did not play that well at all. They were pretty pathetic in this game, but their defense really saved them. 4 interceptions on Justin Herbert, including a big pick 6, and it was a great win for the Texans, Eli. And they're moving on. Second straight year, they've won their wild card matchup, and a disappointing end for the Chargers to the season.
It was very disappointing.
Hang on one second, Eli.
Okay. He'll be back with us after a moment from our sponsors. Unfortunately, we don't have a commercial clip with us. Well, yes, as we mentioned, the Texans did get a big victory. They took care of business with the Chargers, 32-12. They take on the Kansas City Chiefs next week. Next game on the list, the Ravens. They beat the Steelers 28-14. Well, the Steelers proved something once again, that they can only do good in the regular season. In the postseason, they could lose right away in the first round. I don't understand how Mike Tomlin is not fired yet. It's truly amazing. Yes, you can have a winning record all season. Yes, you can make the playoffs. But to get out always every single time in the first round is unacceptable. That is really unacceptable. And it's about time, I think, that there needs to be a coaching change. Russell Wilson had a great, year. But again, they played all the weak teams, and that's when he got the big victories. We'll see what the strategy is come week 1 next year, if they will go Justin Fields at all sometimes. But I do think that it was time for Mike Tomlin to go. I'm just disappointed with that decision that he's still there.
Well, Eli, the Steelers did lose, but the question is, are we surprised? Absolutely not. The Ravens dominated this game start to finish. Derrick Henry looked like typical postseason Derrick Henry. Lamar had a great game, and he should be the MVP over Josh Allen. Josh Allen should not win MVP. It should be Lamar Jackson. His stats are way better. Look across the board, and he should be the MVP. And we'll see. Maybe Lamar will cement his MVP with a win against Buffalo next week. We'll have to see how that goes. But it was overall a good game, or not really a great game. But the Ravens, though, they have finally figured out the Steelers. Back-to-back wins over them, and they are moving on.
And it's a good thing it happened on Prime Video. And speaking of, we both went 4-2 this week on our wildcard picks, and we both went 2-0 on our lock and upset picks of the week. Jack got the Buccaneers pick wrong. I got the Vikings pick wrong, and we both got the Chargers pick wrong. All right, next game. The Bills took care of business with the Broncos, 31-7. They kept it close in the first quarter. It was looked to be like a great game, and then just went downhill from there for Denver. And Buffalo, what a big win for them. And now they're one step closer. They're going to host the Ravens on Sunday, the last game of the divisional rounds next week.
What a game that's going to be. Well, after the Broncos scored on their opening drive, they had no offense first game. Buffalo scored 31 unanswered to end the game. Their defense played outstanding. Josh Allen did his thing. James Cook had a big game. And, well, it's hard to win in Buffalo in the playoffs unless you're Kansas City. So this was an expected outcome, though, Eli, but a great first season for Bo Nix and the Broncos. They have a very bright future ahead.
The Eagles, they took care of business with the Packers, 22-10. The Packers proved to be just like the Minnesota Vikings, one-and-done deal. Only good in the regular season for so long, and then they're out. Philadelphia proved to be very dominant in that game. We will see if they were going to go far. The Eagles will take on the Rams next week.
That's right. The Packers are better than the Vikings. Take that, Minnesota.
They both lost.
The Packers
both stink.
Come on, Vikings. You couldn't beat the Rams both times you played. But the Packers beat the Rams, though. Did you know that?
You know that they scored that they both lost and they're out?
They did both lose. Well, Eli, when
And
you're
similar scores too, 9-10.
Eli, when your whole team is injured, it's hard to win games. That's really what it comes down to here. The Eagles,
You can still win games. Look at
no,
Texans.
you can't. No,
Texans.
you can't.
Texans.
That doesn't count, Eli. That
Why
literally
not? Why not?
because they don't
Why
have.
not?
Do they have injuries on their defense? Their offense sucks. Go watch the offense against the Chargers, Eli. They did nothing, literally nothing.
They
CJ Stroud
won
was
the
horrible.
football game, but whatever,
Okay.
Jack.
What? Yeah, but their defense, if it wasn't for their defense, they would have lost by multiple possessions. So they don't have any injuries on their defense. The Packers have many injuries on both sides of the ball.
That is fair.
And Jordan Love is just not very good. They should have been starting Malik Willis, not Jordan Love. Anyways, we all know that, right? Right? Jordan Love's better, or Malik Willis is better than Jordan Love. Can we agree on that? Yes. There we go. See?
I'm going to say no.
Oh, give me a break.
No.
But either way, the Eagles won. Even though the Eagles looked horrible in this game, they did not look good. And I could definitely see the Eagles getting knocked out next week. So we'll see what has to happen.
I don't know. They play this Rams team that it should be like a 2-and-done deal.
No. The Rams are really good. We'll
I don't know. They did it because of Los Angeles, Jack. They knew the Chargers disappointed, so someone had to do it for Los Angeles.
Wow, Eli still hasn't learned his lesson yet of underestimating the Rams because he picked against them this week and he was wrong because they won by 18 points.
Wah.
Yeah. Go to the next game.
Okay. The Buccaneers. They lose to the Commanders by a doink field goal kick, 23-20. The Commanders got a big win. It's impressive to see Jaden Daniels move one step closer. However, they have a tough one next week as they take on the Lions.
Well, this was a great win for the Commanders. First playoff win in 19 years. This was the best game of the weekend, Eli. So much back and forth. Ultimately, it came down to Tampa Bay hurting themselves time and time again. The Commanders didn't really deserve to win this game, but they did because they took advantage of Tampa Bay's mistakes. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. But a great win for Jaden Daniels. His first career playoff game is a victory. The Washington defense played well, especially in the second half. And the Commanders are moving on to the divisional round. So we'll have to see what happens there.
The Rams, they took care of business with the Vikings 27-9. Yet again, they did play the Vikings. The Vikings are struggling. They were able to put up the points for a reason. We'll see what happens next week versus Philadelphia. I don't have my money on them. I can tell you that now.
Oh, well, that's your loss because you might be wrong again next week. But either way.
Oh, whatever, Jack. And you might be wrong too. Vikings ready before we even get to the pick segment of the show.
Vikings, worst 14-3 team in NFL history. There's no question about it. They're the worst 14-win team in NFL history. They are not very good, clearly. It seems like when they play good teams, they lose. They had such an easy schedule the whole season, and look where they are now. They are one and done. You stink, Vikings. JJ McCarthy is your starter next year, so get ready for that. And what a horrible way for the season to come to an end, Eli, for the Vikings.
And the Rams will be next week. And now let's head to the divisional round picks.
Yep.
That concludes the wild card segment, and now we turn over to Jack.
All right, let's get it started. We'll start with Saturday, 4:30. Of course, this game's 4:30. The AFC South always starts at 4:30 on Saturday.
I don't know why.
It's always whoever wins the AFC South. Either way, though, we have the Texans at the Kansas City Chiefs, reigning Super Bowl champs. 4:30, ESPN, ABC, ESPN Plus. The Chiefs are the 8-point favorite here. Of course, these teams played back in Week 16. That was a close win for the Chiefs, but they still won the game. I feel like the Texans could really surprise this year. Like, that defense is legit. And maybe CJ Stroud looks like the CJ Stroud from last season. And I do think this game's going to be very close because the Chiefs, no matter how good or how bad of a team the Chiefs are playing, they'll always win by one score. So they'll win this game by one score. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs, though, to win 18-16 to go to the AFC Championship game for the seventh straight year.
Guess who's going to the game, Jack? We're going to be at the game, rather. Not me.
Not me.
Guess who?
I don't know.
Begins with the letter T.
T, the refs. There we go. The refs. Perfect. That's right. It's Texans versus the refs, and the refs are winning 18-16, as I just stated out. Wait, T. Wait. T. Tank Dell. I know he's out, but he'll be there to support the Texans, though. Wait, or is it T for Texans? T for Texans.
Why do I ask these questions? Okay.
Are you proud of me?
Last name with an S.
Oh, Travis Scott?
Since when do you listen to rap, Jack?
I don't know. I just know who Travis Scott is. I'm
Okay.
just that kind of
Well,
person.
since you're that dumb and you don't know the answer, the correct
Oh,
response was Taylor Swift. Travis
oh,
Kelce's
yeah.
girlfriend. And what happens every time not
Nobody
Travis,
likes her.
every time she's a billionaire, Jack. That's why you're jealous.
Oh well.
Taylor
I'm not
Swift will
jealous.
be at the game, and every time she's there, they win football games. Guess who's the quarterback? Patrick Mahomes. Guess who's the head coach? Andy Reid.
Wait, Eli. You didn't say Patrick Mahomes the correct way. You have to say like Chris Collinsworth does.
I don't know how Chris Collinsworth does it.
Oh, you're uncultured swine.
Stop calling people.
No.
Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback, and Andy Reid is the head coach. It only means one thing. The Chiefs win. And it's close as usual. For my lock of the week, the game I'm most confident about, the Chiefs, 24-22, because they love to keep things close, but they will be moving on to the conference championship. Heck, they're going to win the Super Bowl.
All right, well, next up, we have Saturday, 8 p.m. on Fox. The Commanders taking on the Lions up in Detroit. The Lions are 9.5-point favorites. Yeah, the Commanders are not winning this game, and it's not going to be close either. Lions are winning by 16 points, 37-21. The Commanders' defense is not ready for this Lions offense. The Commanders they're just a lucky team. They're going to get humbled by the Lions this week, and their season will come to an end. So give me the Lions by 16, and it is my lock of the week.
Well, the Commanders are going to give them a fight, but the Lions will take care of business and get the victory here. Give me the Lions 28-21 in a close one.
All right, let's move over to Sunday. We have it's 3 p.m. on NBC and Peacock. The Rams taking on the Eagles. The Eagles are favored by 6 here, but I don't care what the money line says because the Rams are it's quite simple. The Rams are the better football team right now.
No, they're not.
Yes,
they just played
are.
Minnesota. If they play Kansas City, and
Minnesota
then they
was 14. Minnesota's 14-3.
Okay, and they put up 9 points last week versus Detroit.
And
they lost.
Yeah, exactly. Are the Eagles played the almighty 7-seed Packers? We should be crowning them. The Eagles played horribly against the Packers. They were pathetic. Their fans were booing them in that game. That's how bad they played. And you think they're going to beat the Rams?
Yes, I do, Jack.
You think they're going to beat? You think they're going to beat Hall of Famer Matthew Stafford? You think they're going to beat Hall of Famer Sean McVay?
Nope. I don't think they're Hall of Famers. No. Sean McVay, yes.
That might
Matthew Stafford. Yeah, actually, he is Hall of Famer.
Okay, yeah. See,
okay.
Like
not enough to win the game. Not to win the game. But get your pick.
No, I have a lot of time here. I have all night here, so I love to ramble about how amazing the Rams are. Because I remember, I had the Rams in the NFC Championship game, my preseason predictions. So if they win this game, they are going to the NFC Championship. And you know what? We're gonna have another match between Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff. It's like a new tradition every postseason. So the Los Angeles Rams are winning this game, and they're going to win it by 1 point.
Pay attention how my headphones are off, and I don't hear him at all. I don't even know what he just said right now.
Yeah, because Eli doesn't like to listen to people, so we're not surprised. 24-23, the Rams win. They upset the Eagles. Bye, Philly. Least number of championships in the NFC East for all the trash talking you do. Even the Commanders have more championships than you do. Even the Giants do. So the Rams are winning this game, and they are going to the NFC Championship game. Eli, go ahead and make your pick. I know you're picking, but go ahead and make your pick.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Well, you will see the Philadelphia Eagles in the conference championship. They look great against Packers.
No, they didn't.
No, they put up 9 points, Minnesota. That game does not count.
The Packers put up 10 points. That doesn't count either.
Yes, it does.
Oh, really? We're not.
They got the double.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Bottom line is, I don't like this Rams team. I'm a big Seahawks fan, and I love this Philadelphia team right now. Fly, Eagles, fly. Give me the Eagles, 35-28.
Well, it's a high-scoring game. All right, let's move on to Sunday.
It will be.
What? Oh, yeah. I have a bit of a lower score, but that's fine. Ravens versus the Bills, 6:30 on CBS and Paramount Plus in Buffalo. This is 6:30 on CBS. This game really could go either way. But ultimately, though, the reigning MVP and the MVP this season, he's about to be the back-to-back MVP, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, the Ravens defense, they're going to walk into Buffalo, and knock the Bills out. The Bills don't go far in the playoffs. It's that simple. They don't. Sean McDermott's going to choke again.
He
so.
listened to my
No,
the other
I didn't.
we can win the regular season when I said it.
I didn't listen to you.
Oh,
I didn't listen to you.
so what did you do? Just hang out here on the podcast for nothing?
No, the Ravens are just better. That's the simple part.
Well, that is true. Well, yes, I agree. The Ravens are the better team. Oh, sorry.
I know you're good. I just want to say my score. 28-27. Now, wait, before you make your pick, Eli, for those of you at home, if you've been keeping track of the score, Eli has not mentioned a specific score yet. So is that going to be the score of this Ravens versus Bills game?
Jinxing it, Tony Romo. Tony Romo loves to jinx it. I really think so. Tony, here's what the bottom line is.
Jim.
Tony.
Jim.
Here's what I'm looking at here. The Ravens looked great versus Pittsburgh. They looked great the regular season. Buffalo.
What are you going
on the other hand,
say?
Buffalo, what did I say in the regular season? I said they were going to be not going to the Super Bowl. There's going to be too much hype for them. They're going to win against an easy team and then lose to a team that they should win.
That's fair.
And what did I say? They're not going to go far. I have to keep to my statement. And because of that, I think the Ravens are the better football team. They're going to win this weekend. And since Tony decided to jinx it here, with the Eli special 26-20, with the Eli special 26-23, give me the Baltimore Ravens. And Tony, we're in for a great game.
We are in for a great game, Jim. That's right. It's gonna be an amazing game, But unfortunately, we're not gonna see Patrick Mahomes there.
It's all right, Tony.
Yeah. Oh, Jim. Oh, you're a great announcer, Jim.
Oh, thank you, Tony. You do well, except you love to jinx everything.
Oh, you're welcome. I get paid like $10 million a year to just talk on TV.
I get paid more when I do the Masters on CBS.
Oh, I love to golf.
All right, Tony. Let's wrap it up.
All right, fine. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of the 12th Horseshoe Podcast. Okay. By the way, for everyone at home, this is fake because Tony Romo would never be a Colts fan. Just saying.
He has a Rangers hoodie on.
Yeah. Go Rangers.
Yo, go Rangers. You do.
Yeah, I do. I know.
Okay.
Let's go Rangers.
You said Colts.
Go. Oh. Well, I mentioned the Colts before.
Well, whatever. Go Seahawks. Go Devils.
Go Rangers tonight. And go Knicks. Go IU.
Go Devils tonight.
Go IU, go Hoosiers. Hoosiers. All right, let's get to it for this edition of the 12th Horseshoe Podcast. Jack Rizzo.
I'm in for next week's show. We don't know yet.